Welcome to the RAMcast, where we talk about all things related to Sioux Valley. This is your host, Brian Kirby, my co host, Jimmy Sickler.
Happy to be here, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you being here. And so we have another senior spotlight. Today we have Mr. Dylan Gossett.
Hello.
All right, here we go. This could be fun. All right, let's get the show rolling. All right, Dylan, first big grueling of the 10. What song will remind you of this time in your life?
Oh, man. Probably, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Of course.
Yep.
All right. You want to belt any of those lyrics out?
No. I'll let the rest of the senior class tell you about it.
Okay. All right.
All right, Dylan. Which teacher had the most impact on you, and what will you remember about them?
It'd probably be Mr. Kirby back when he was a teacher. And he taught me a lot of stuff that I know about welding, and kind of sad that he became the principal, but kind of be better for him, I feel like, too, at the same time.
Yeah, but you got a good guy there now, though, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Lanning's doing a good job. He's taught me a lot about motors and hot rodding stuff, and so it's Mr. Kirby number one, and then Mr. Lanning number two, because I enjoy the stuff that Mr. Kirby taught me over the 1 year I had him as a shop teacher.
Well, I enjoyed watching you grow. So, all right. So, what is your favorite extra or co-curricular activity?
Does the hot rod club count as a?
That is a co-curricular activity. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, it'd probably be the hot rod club that Mr. Lanning started up at the beginning of last year, I believe it was, and it brought a lot of us 11th graders and seniors from last year closer together, and even some of the senior mates that I got this year we were pretty close with each other now because of that, and pretty cool. I mean, I've never worked on a car that's from the 20s.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
All right, Dylan, what class did you find the most enjoyable?
Probably mine. My 10th grade year welding class with Mr. Thomas and me, Christian, and Ty Newman. We all became real good buddies, and we're all still pretty close till this day, and we all go hang out with each other, and it's still just like the old times. We feel like back in welding class, just talking about all the dumb stuff we kind of did, and yeah, those three boys and that class.
There you go. I like it. So, with that, whom did you think you had the most meaningful relationship during your senior year? Could be anybody in the building, student, staff member, anybody.
Probably, I feel like it's Miss Keenan, because we've had our differences, and then the next day it's just like nothing happened. We're cool again, and until something happened, but then I just know the next day it's just gonna be a clean slate again, and so we got a pretty good relationship going on, I feel like.
That's a good way to have that relationship for sure.
Yep.
New day, new slate.
Yep.
All right, what was something you learned about yourself during your time here at Sioux Valley?
That I can actually do it once I put my mind to it. I always told myself that I cannot do that, and then people are like, "Yeah, just give it a shot, Dylan. We know you could do something like that." And so, just help from other people, and kind of myself telling me, "Yeah, you got that. Just go for it." The only thing that could really go wrong is you break something.
Yep. It's all fixable.
Yep.
So, knowing what you know now, what advice do you give your younger self entering Sioux Valley for the first time?
Honestly, nothing.
Okay.
No advice. All right.
Nope. I feel like he'd do just fine again if he had to redo it.
All right.
Perfect. I like it. Young Dylan. All right.
Yep.
What will having graduated high school mean to you?
A lot. My other siblings, they didn't. My brothers, especially, they didn't graduate. I mean, my oldest brother Alex, he got a GED, but my dad said it'd probably be like the first male in like six or seven generations to get a
Well,
diploma, and so I'm pretty stoked to show that off to my family.
that's awesome.
Yes.
So, how do you think this group of seniors has left its mark on Sioux Valley?
Man, we're just, everybody has their own way of doing it, and I feel like we left our mark by like helping out the school as much as we could, like on our times off, just kind of giving back to it in our own way. Like me and Christian always helping the teachers out on their vehicles, and fixing up miscellaneous stuff in like the prom room, and just all kinds of stuff. Like there's too much to even explain.
Yeah, you guys have definitely been a nice little asset workforce, to hone your skills here at the school a little bit.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
awesome.
All right. So graduation is May 19th. What is your plan after you graduate?
Probably just jump straight into work, find something that I can feel like I can work on, and do the same thing for a couple of, I'd say, months, and then roughly right before winter happens, I'm gonna treat myself to a little vacation, because I've never left the state of Alaska in the 18 years I've been alive, and just like a couple months ago was my first time going to Fairbanks, so I'm gonna
Well,
do a little traveling beyond Alaska for a couple, maybe a month.
nice. Cool. Jimmy likes to travel. It's
Yeah.
like his
Good
thing.
time of year to get out.
Yep. Right at winter.
Yep. Yep. All right, Dylan, that's our 10 questions. So, last question to wrap it all up. Is there anything else you want to add that maybe we didn't touch on?
No, you guys pretty much covered it all. These questions were pretty good, and I tried to answer them to my bestest of ability.
You did great, for sure. So,
Sweet.
all right, with that, this is going to conclude this special edition Senior Spotlight. Once again, I'm Mr. Kirby, principal at Sioux Valley, my co-host. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Appreciate you being here.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
And this would not have happened without Mr. Dylan. Dylan, thank you for taking the time out of AP Gov to come down and talk about this. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
All right. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this as another way to connect to our Sioux Valley community. Hope to see you at the next event or around in the community. Thanks for listening.